I know it is the holiday season. I've had enough, quite frankly. I've had enough, and I have to speak up and say something about this absolute monstrosity that is going to be released and has been released already, previewed by some ball clubs, including by my favorite team, the Dodgers. I am here to give my thoughts on the new Nike jersey template for 2024. Let me tell you right now that it is one of the worst things that I have ever seen in sports. Ads on uniforms are by far the worst thing to happen to sports. I think Adam Silver of the NBA for first incorporating that. The ads have now come into the game of Major League Baseball and slowly ruined that. I think like half the teams have ads on their uniforms, which is a shame. We're probably going to see it on the helmets too, probably sometimes. It's really ugly. It's really bad. 2 years ago, it was announced that Majestic was going to be no longer the MLB supplier of on-field jerseys. That was like in 2019. We knew that they were going away, and that was a really sad day in history looking back on it, because Majestic was by far the best quality MLB jersey it's ever had. In my opinion, you can go back to Rawlings or whatever else, but in my opinion, the quality, just perfection, on-field performance, quality, everything you want in a baseball uniform. For a jersey head like me who appreciates uniforms, who watches my team take the field every single day in the summer, I care about the uniforms. You say, oh, it's not a big deal. No, it is a big deal. This is my team that I watch almost every single day. We heard rumors that Under Armour was going to be the supplier, and then Under Armour dropped out of it, and then Nike came in, of course, like Nike does, and they decided to ruin the fun and join MLB and partner up with MLB making the jerseys. And so they were the uniform manufacturer from 2020 to 2023, but it was still with the Majestic template. You pretty much had the same jersey material. It just had a Nike swoosh on it, maybe a couple of minor little things, but essentially the same jersey for the most part. You know that one meme where our expectations were low for you, but you still failed us? Yeah, that's the meme that I have for this video, because my expectations were low going in, and my goodness, did they even fail to reach those expectations that were already dead low. Now, talk about the Brewers uniforms, how horrible their rebrand went. Well, part of that is because I noticed on the back of their uniforms, on the name and the number, back of the jersey, the lettering is so small. It's so small. It is just cynically small. Look at it and it's just like, why does it look so weird to me? It just looks off. Expecting a feeling that it was going to be part of the new Nike thing, that Nike wants the new rebrands or whatever to make these jerseys super small, the lettering small, you can barely see them. And sure enough, that is pretty much what happened. I had a sneaky feeling that was a Nike mandate, that the new rebrands are going to be super small, just like the Brewers uniforms did. The lettering is so tiny, it just looks so just not Majestic, not Major League apparel. Every single team's uniforms is going to essentially look the same, going to look super weird. And so we see right here with this D-backs new uniform. I had a video about a month ago when the D-backs released their uniforms. I noticed off the bat that they looked different, and I didn't really mention it. Oh, it's a new Nike template. I was just kind of focusing on the jersey, but I knew that something looked off. This looks cheap. It looks like something you buy at Walmart. I mean, it's pretty bad. It really is bad. Fortunately, Nike has nerds in their front office, and it's really unfortunate they have just no awareness of what the game is about, sports is about. It's about quality stuff, quality on-field stuff. And Nike does not care one bit. I mean, they are just corporate greed at its finest. Take a look at this D-backs uniform, and the lettering on the Rodriguez, horrible. So tiny, it looks so cheap. If you know, you know. I imagine if you're watching this video, you have a pretty decent idea of jerseys, or maybe you don't, but like if you know, you know. Even if you're the average fan, you watch these games, you could tell the difference. I sure as hell will not be paying $400 for those crap uniforms. Those D-backs uniforms right there are just one of all 30 teams that are going to have new uniforms. And it's rumored also that the Cardinals and Phillies are not going to be chain stitched anymore, which is just another monstrosity reason why this is such a horrible thing. That the Cardinals, who have always had chain stitched uniforms to my understanding, the Phillies are really known for their chain stitching Phillies across the chest, the incompetence of Nike. It doesn't shock me, because I knew Nike was going to ruin the game. They're really taking that part to heart. We'll go to the Dodger uniform now. Ohtani press conference. I noticed off the bat that this thing looked off. It did not look like the Dodger uniform I know and love. Let me tell you, man, I was so disappointed. I was really disappointed to see Shohei Ohtani put on that jersey. Of course, I was happy. but just looking at the jersey, something was off. And the more closer I looked, the numbers were super small. The Dodgers script looked really off. The shade of blue didn't even look correct. He turns around, you see the numbers are perforated on the front and the back numbers. And then the horrible Batterman placement, moving it down for literally no reason at all. And then, honestly, probably the worst of all, tied with the numbers being super small and higher, and probably the fact that the Ohtani script is just so tiny, it looks out of place. It just looks so bad. It is so bad. It is something that looks like you get off of China, DHgate, OfferUp, all those bootleg sellers. That's something that I would buy on OfferUp for $30 from a bootleg seller. That's what that uniform looked like to me. And I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way, but that literally looks like cheap plastic, trash, recycled material to me. That looks so poorly constructed compared to what we've been accustomed to with Majestic and the Dodgers uniform for forever. That is just an absolute monstrosity that they actually messed up the Dodger uniform that way, and the Dodgers didn't push back, could do nothing about it, whatever the case is. Then across the Dodgers script, which I mentioned looked already off, but the Dodgers blue doesn't even look like the Dodger blue that I'm accustomed to. It looked lighter. The script looks smaller, and then they cut off in the middle of the jersey. Instead of it being cut off the O and the D, it is now cut off between the middle of the D. It's cut off between the second D and Dodgers, because the Nike jersey template is awful, and it's a real shame. And so I'm gonna show you this jersey that I have here for reference, just for reference, for fun, because yeah, we're here, why not show you guys. So this is a Majestic jersey, a cool base uniform, the beautiful Dodgers uniform, the beautiful bold across the uniform Dodger script. This is the Yasiel Puig, of course. The bold red numbers, big and bright and red. Just love to see that pop. And then the perfect name and number on the back, Puig 66, the bold Dodger numbers, just absolutely shining here. And so as we get closer, notice right here, the flap here, right? Let's just call it the flap. See how it's cut off right there? You got the O line, and then boom, right there. See that extra line under the jersey? And boom, perfect. So we got D-O, D-G, E-R-S. Perfect cutoff right here. It's not messed up. Now the cutoff is literally going through where my finger is. Literally right here. It cuts off this part of the D right here. Like half of the D is cut off. Pretty much where the buttons are right now, it's cutting off there. I have no idea. Like I said, it's because they shrunk the script, and so obviously that messed it up there, and like, it's just so sad. I hope the Dodgers fight back against this. Some teams fight back against this. We saw Ohtani post on his Instagram the old font, the old jersey, the beautiful Dodger uniform. It was on his Instagram. I have it up here. Nike ruining the game of baseball, to say the least. It's a real shame. This is a monstrosity, and this should not be accepted. That is not $400 quality at all. This is $400 quality. That is absolutely not $400 quality, and I'm going to keep saying it, and it gets hurt something until it goes viral or something. Like, this is bad. This is bad. This is what the Dodger uniform is, not whatever Nike just put out. Absolute trash, garbage, throw it away. This is not going to be the last video like this. I'll probably come back again and rant again. But so, with that being said, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. You be the judge. Does this one look better, or does the new Nike one look better?